What she did not mention is that her letter to me was not just to express her concern about student loans. She said in her letter, she said, it was also to procrastinate from doing her thermodynamics. It's okay. I procrastinate sometimes. As long as you got it done, Tiffany. Where's Tiffany? Did you get it done? Okay. Let's give it up for Buzz and the Georgia Tech band for getting us started. Also give it up for Governor Nathan Deal, who's here. Georgia Tech, Bud Peterson. You got a high approval rate. We also have a special guest with us. This is a proud Georgia Tech alum. Who just happens also to be the Vice Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, Admiral Sandy Winnefeld is here. Before he was the Vice Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, he was a Navy fighter pilot, which is cooler. Now he just goes to meetings. I told him you got to get back on the plane. It is great to be at one of the finest technical institutes in the world. With you on several fronts, from promoting advanced manufacturing, to unlocking the mysteries of the brain, to helping more students become entrepreneurs. And the reason I want to come here today is because I believe that higher education, as you believe, is one of the best investments that anybody can make in their future. And it's also one of the best investments you can make in our country's future. So I'm here to say thank you, and to tell you I'm proud of you, because I know that it's not always easy to do what you're doing. It takes perseverance, a lot of late nights in the library, in the lab, and you're wrapping your minds around complex formulas and concepts that, frankly, I don't understand. I know they're complex. And some of you are holding jobs down at the same time, which makes it even harder. But as frustrating as it may be, Tiffany expressed frustrations on occasion, it is worth it. Higher education has never been more important. And the message I want to deliver today, not just to you, but to the entire country, is the entire nation has to treat it as a priority. Right now, our economy is growing steadily. It's creating new jobs. You're going to be going into a job market that's much better than the one that existed when I came into office. After the worst economic crisis of our lifetimes, over the past 5 years, our continues to come down. And obviously that's good news for those of you who are graduating soon. But, yeah, that's right. Well, parents also want you to have a job. They don't want you on the couch. But I didn't run for president just to get us back to where we were. I ran for president to get us to where we need to go. Where we need to go is a growing middle class with rising incomes and opportunities for everybody who's willing to work hard. An America where no matter who you are, what you look like, where you came from, how you started, who you love, what faith you're a part of, today, a college degree is the surest ticket to the middle class and beyond. It's the key to getting a good job that pays a good income. And it offers a measure of security because a college degree tells employers that you don't just have one set of skills, that you've got the continuous capacity to learn new skills, which is going to be particularly important for your generation because the economy is going to churn and change in ways the economists can even anticipate. Before we came out here, I was talking to a group, including Sandy Winfield, the mayor, Missy Green, Tyler Perry. He wasn't intimidated, he was Tyler. And we were talking about how rapidly technology is transforming. Everything we understand, everything we know, everything from drones to artificial intelligence to driverless cars, and we don't yet know how all that is going to shape the nation that you inherited. But we know it's going to shape it dramatically. And in order for you to be able to be successful, you're going to have to adapt continuously. The days where you work in one place for 30, 40 years, those days are over. And so the skill sets you are getting now are going to keep you in that job market. You're going to have multiple jobs before you're there. Some of you will have multiple careers. And we live in a 21st century economy where your most valuable asset is your imagination, your knowledge, your ability to analyze tough problems. And that's not just true for individual Americans, it's true for our whole country. The ability to compete in the global economy depends on us having the world's most skilled, best educated workers. And by the way, let me just add, it's also going to be critical for us to maintain our democracy in a complex, diverse society. Understandably, when I come to college campuses, there's a lot of just bread and butter, nuts and bolts. How does this translate to jobs? But part of what has made America the exceptional nation that it is our diversity and our ability to draw from every corner of the world, all the talent, all the ideas, and create this amazing stew. And the more complex the society, the tougher that becomes. And so, to have all of you possess the ability to listen and to learn from people who aren't like you, that's also what we're learning. And that's going to make you more effective to every employer out there. So, it's going to make you better citizens. It's going to make our democracy function better. But back to the jobs thing. Jobs and businesses will go wherever the best workers are. And I don't want them to have to look any further than the United States of America. I want businesses investing here. I want Americans getting there. So here's the challenge. Higher education has never been more important, but it's also never been more expensive. The average undergrad graduates with about $28,000 in student loan debt. That's just the average. Some students end up with a lot more than that. You know who you are. I'm not telling you anything you don't know. And let me say that it's been established time and time again that Georgia Tech is one of the best bargains around. You are not. Which is one of the reasons I'm here. Obviously, I wouldn't go to a place that was a bad bargain. Really expensive and get no value. That would not make sense. But even if you're here at Georgia Tech, even with the great value, it's expensive. And I'm here to tell you, I'm with you. I believe that America is not a place where higher education is a